Drop a Gem Boxing, your boy Lotto. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. Help your boy grow. Let's get right into it. Very good weekend of fights. Very entertaining. Lomo, Tank, Barrios, Erickson, Lubin, Rosario. Great fights. Very entertaining. I was very pleased. I know a lot of other channels covered these fights already as far as the play-by-play and the analysis. So I'm not going to do that. What I do want to do is I want to talk a little bit of Tank Davis and the landscape around him. First of all, shout out to Tank. Great win. Shout out to Mario Barrios. Valiant effort. Nothing but props. Nothing but love. Quick recap. Barrios was up on the scorecards early. I thought that. A lot of people thought that, and you even heard Floyd Mayweather in the press conference said on the unofficial scorecards that Tank was down early in the fight. This was mostly due to Tank. What Tank said was this was mostly due to he was slightly hesitant, didn't know if he was going to carry his knockout power up to 140, so he was slightly hesitant as far as that was concerned. And on the defensive side, wasn't sure if he was going to pretty much be able to handle Mario Barrios' power at 140. So he was just kind of feeling his way through, his first fight at 140. But give him props. He made adjustments. Barrios kept the distance, which was good. Tank likes to fight on the inside. That uppercut is a killer. The all-you-can, I call it. But he made the adjustments, right? Did what he had to do, felt him out, and made the adjustments, and he got him out of there. Stopped him in impressive fashion, So once he got a feel for him, and once he saw that opening, and once he felt like, all right, I can handle this, and my powers translating to 140, he knocked him out as he should have. Barrios, a solid opponent. Give him props. Give both of them the props. Like I said, very, very entertaining fight. Candidate for fight of the year thus far. But let's talk about the landscape around Tank at this point. Almost immediately after the fight, Regis Prograis took to his social media and basically called Tank out. Told him, listen, impressive win against a solid opponent at 140, your first fight at 140, but you don't want no part of me, pretty much is what he said. You don't want no part of Regis Prograis. You ain't ready for that smoke. You ain't ready for that work. Basically called him out, told him to stay far away from him. I'll tell you what, I would love to see that fight. Regis Prograis was mentioned a couple of weeks ago by Bob Arum and Top Rank as a potential next opponent for Terence Crawford. Regis Prograis has since come out and said he's not moving up to welterweight to 47, so that fight wouldn't happen. So he's staying at 140, and I wouldn't mind seeing Prograis and Terence Crawford get it in. I do think Prograis and Tank get it in. I do think Tank wins that fight, but I think that'll be a great fight. And an impressive name on Tank's resume as he navigates up to superstardom. We all know, we all want to see that Devin Haney fight. We all want to see that. We all want to see the Ryan Garcia fight. I know Ryan Garcia fell back a little bit due to mental health issues, but I believe he's making his comeback. You saw them two on FaceTime on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing podcast. Ryan Garcia talking super reckless. A little bit of tongue-in-cheek. They were both kind of smiling and laughing, but would love to see that fight. I think he stops Ryan Garcia no problem, albeit Ryan Garcia has the fast hands and everything. I think Tank stops him. As you saw Ryan Garcia drop by Luke Campbell, if Tank drops him, he's not getting back up, in my opinion. Still, would be a very entertaining fight, and styles make fights, and you never know till you get in the ring, so I would love to see that fight. Tank Teofimo, right? Teofimo, I believe, fight with Kambosos is rescheduled for September. So that might be after the Kambosos fight, after he takes care of business there. If he wins that fight, that could be something we see. You know what I mean? Although, the PBC Top Rank, it's always funny. You heard Floyd Mayweather say they want to keep it in house. Listen, these four guys have to start fighting each other. You know what I mean? Lomachenko, Tank, Devin Haney, Teofimo, Ryan Garcia. These five guys. We don't want to see a Mayweather Pacquiao situation again, where we have to wait years and years and years for them to get this on. With all due respect to the Gamboas and the Camboses and the Linareses and all these guys, we want to see these top guys go at it. You know what I mean? And we want to see them fight each other. And unfortunately, due to the politics of boxing, we don't always get to see the best fights. Promoters don't want to share the bread with other promoters. They want to keep it in their own house. Networks don't want to share the bread with other networks. And unfortunately, we don't get to see these fights. So as fans, we got to keep our foot in the necks of these fighters and pressure them. But I think Tank is looking in real good shape. I think he has a couple of really strong opponents he could potentially fight. Those fights just got to get made. Let me know what y'all think. Where Tank goes at 140. Does he drop back down to 135? Mix it up with those guys. Do those guys come up? Where do they meet? And let me know, who you think, will be the best opponent for him. Leave it down in the comments below. And again, like, subscribe, and show some love. You already know. Drop a Gem Boxing. It's your boy Lotto. 1.